Welcome along to the Races TV. Coming up this week, our guests are Leon McDonald and Adrian Hancock. But firstly, let's have a look at the diary for racing in South Australia. On Saturday, we're racing at Oakbank. This is the meeting as we get ready for the big Easter weekend up there at Oakbank. And we've got a hurdle and a steeplechase on the program on Saturday. Saturday also racing at Ceduna, where it's Thevenard Cup Day. On Sunday, we go racing at beautiful Penola. And next Wednesday, we're racing at Balaklava. Well, Leon McDonald inducted into the Australian Racing Hall of Fame last Sunday night in Canberra. Leon, obviously a lot of highlights in your career, and this must sit somewhere right up the top as well.
Oh, it certainly does, Terry. You know, it's a great honour to get there, and I think there's only 5 living trainers in the Australian Hall of Fame, and I happen to be one of them, and 3 others happen to be South Australians as well. So, you know, with Bart, Johnny Hawkes and David Hose, even though Richard Friedman wants to have a go at us, we do dominate Australian racing, don't we?
Yeah, well, Leon, look, congratulations on that. Couple of other things we'd like to ask you about. We're at the Magic Millions Sales in Adelaide. Obviously, a busy time for trainers, an important time as well as you look to restock for 2- and 3-year-old races coming up next season and the season beyond.
Yeah, it is, and you know, the biggest problem with the sales are, of course, they fall one after the other. Was Melbourne the weekend before last, Adelaide this weekend, and you know, it's really busy for about a month of the year. Pity they couldn't stretch them out a bit more.
Yeah, all right. As I said, though, it's such an important time for you trainers, though, as you access new clients or get former clients into new horses.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of the time, former clients into new horses, they know what it's about and they really enjoy it.
Adelaide Cup Day, we had the situation where Clare Lindop was involved in a nasty fall. We should update the situation with Clare as well.
Yeah, I saw Claire this morning. She's in intensive care in the Flinders Medical Centre. She's got multiple broken ribs and a broken collarbone, which is not displaced. So she's in high spirits really for what's happened to her, and she looks fit. She's obviously on a bit of medication, but I'm sure her fitness will stand alongside of her, and she'll make her come back sooner than later.
And Leon, finally, just back to Sunday night in Canberra, where you were inducted into the Australian Racing Hall of Fame. What a night it must have been, and some of the other greats that were inducted that night, whether it be a horse like a Dulcify or a Surround, and you're in remarkable company. Shane Dye was someone else I wanted to mention, who you had a little bit to do with at one stage, where he rode I'm sure he rode a Group 1 winner for you?
Yeah, he rode Gold Guru in the Ranvet when he beat Might and Power, and all I can say about Shane, he hasn't changed. He's more confident than he ever was. And
so will there be a situation now, Leon, where every year when they have the Australian Racing Hall of Fame, you'll be invited along with Pam and get to enjoy the night again?
Yeah, they would like you to go to most, but they're all over Australia. The next one's in Brisbane, and probably depending on commitments down here, I'll be there, but I'd like to be there. There's a few legends there. Jeff Lane was there, and I haven't seen Jeff for a lot of years, and obviously Johnny Hawkes, and you know, Johnny and I have been friends for a long, long time, so it was good to get with those blokes.
Well, Leon, we're all proud as South Australians, and as you know, we're all proud as part of your family as well. Well done.
Okay, thanks, Terry.
Thought we'd grab a comment from Adrian Hancock, who's the Bloodstock consultant for Magic Millions here in Adelaide. Adrian, these sales were publicised as the affordable Adelaide sales. How have they gone?
Yeah, I think it's been very successful as we speak. Good horses are selling very well and making more than expected in many cases, and that's been the case with most sales around the country this year. We're selling a good amount of them. The clearance is very pleasing. Always like it to be more. But a lot of buyers from, we're selling to every state in Australia, Korea, Malaysia, New Zealand are buying them. Even had one go to the United Kingdom. So good cross section.
It's always exciting, isn't it, when they eventually turn up, these yearlings, as 2-year-olds or 3-year-olds, and they start letting their deeds do the talking on the racetrack.
Yeah, I believe, Terry, that this crop of yearlings is as good a crop as we've had here for a while, regardless of pedigree. They're lovely horses, and I think we'll see a lot of success on the track next year. And like yesterday's Magic Millions winner, he only cost $6,500, but he'll be a very nice horse for Lloydie Canterwell down the track. And not that, and a lot of nice horses selling for that money this year, but the more expensive ones, I think will be some very good horses come out of it.
At a sale you've worked at, what's been the biggest success story of a yearling sold?
Oh, gee.
Off the top of your head.
Adelaide sale, Rubiton comes to mind. You know, great horse, lovely, magnificent yearling, sold for a lot of money, the ultimate racehorse, and then became a stallion. Always exciting when that happens, and that's where the industry wants to be, at the big end of the stallion market. But that's a long time ago now. Happy Trails, we mentioned him many times, you know, great story. Bred
Sold for
locally.
$11,000.
$11,000, bred locally. Still got more in store for him, hopefully. And we've got a great crop of 2-year-olds running around at the moment. We've had 2 stakes winners. We had a Group 1 place filly in New Zealand on the weekend that was sold here last year for $45,000 called Platinum Balos. They tell me she's running in a 1,400 metre group race next start, so she's one to follow because she flew home in the Group 1. So there's all those sorts of things. Optimism, Terry. We're the greatest optimists in the world, and you've got to be, because that's what the industry is.
Always great catching up with you, Adrian.
Thanks, Terry. Thank you.
Nice to catch up with Leon McDonald there and Adrian Hancock at the Adelaide Magic Millions Sales, and we'll catch up with you again next week for the Races TV.
There's nothing like a day at the races.